This is a special report coming to you from the Skills and Technology Newsroom, high atop the towering metropolis of New York City. The following information has... Oh my God, I can't really do this for real. Anyway, here you go, Lou. Take it away.
So we're coming off of the Super Bowl, and we've had some of our friends, associates, and working partners down there. We can talk about all that later, but I wanted to talk about lip syncing, Joe, and especially Lady Gaga, who called out Shakira and J-Lo saying, I better hear no lip syncing tomorrow. What's the deal with lip syncing? Milli Vanilli was bad, now it's good?
Really depends on your point of view. If you're the production company or you're the network,
right?
You don't want mistakes.
Okay.
And live performance comes with mistakes. Me personally, I rather see a performer or an artist or a live event work its way through a problem.
Right.
If I wanted to see a perfect or hear a perfect reproduction of a song,
yeah,
I'll listen to a track or I'll watch a music video or whatever.
Right.
But, and I get it from their standpoint, you're paying millions of dollars for these things. And if your artist stumbles on a word or a mic cuts out, I mean, it's not just the artist. There's a lot of technology involved in all of this.
Sure.
So if you lose a mic or you lose a camera or you lose something, not so much a camera, I guess, but if you lose a mic or you lose a guitar or you lose something during it, there's something else that it really plays into this, is all musicians today, live artists, have in-ears, have their monitors, there's in their ears. They're not earplugs to stop stage noise. It's an actual, they're listening to what's going on the stage. And each performer has a different mix in their ear.
Right.
But if their in-ears go out or their in-ears start screwing up, now they're in trouble. Because now
sounds like that New Year's Eve mishap a couple of years ago.
There's a whole other level of story to that.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not touching that political football.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So, but yeah, and that's what they do. And I'm not revealing any the magician's tricks here, but a lot of stuff is tracked. I would say 80% of the stuff today, in performance, is tracked music.
Huh.
So all the moving parts of a band. There's a lot of reasons for this, but some of the biggest is what I was just talking about, is failures of equipment or failures of a situation. The artist does something. But to keep it feeling live, so people say, oh, well, it couldn't have been, because in the middle of it, she was talking about, in the middle of the song, she started giving shout outs to New York and blah, blah, blah. How could that have been part of the song?
Right.
Because what happens is in the technology, and again, I'm not going to go into depth of technology. You can check on us in any other ways, our podcasts, our other feralcity.com, and you'll see more of how technically it works. But there's something called mic ducking. So in the middle of it, he can duck out his mic, and then that mic becomes live. They duck the track down. The ducking means pulling it down. So they pull the vocal track down of his mic, the lead, and then she or he can talk over that. And then they bring it back up at the appropriate time. Her in-ears actually give her a tone, give him a tone to know when the mic's going off and the track's coming back up.
Right. So and when you say up and down, you're actually talking about the volume level.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is the volume moving up and down?
Right.
So all of that's happening. So again, and then you add in the sophistication of no one just wants to see a band. It's not Bruce Springsteen who's coming out there and everybody's standing around playing. They're monster dancing all over the place. They're doing crazy. There's acrobatics going on. And think about going to the gym, working out full tilt,
and
then singing, and then hitting every note, and then being in with everybody else. You're asking a lot out of any human. There's talent out there. Broadway does it a lot. But it's just different, and I don't really have a problem with it.
And you know, it's funny. In the article, because I opened it up with Gaga, throwing down. She said that 3 years ago at her Super Bowl performance, she was catching a lot of flack that they didn't think she did. That she was actually singing versus lip syncing when they dropped her from this. Not dropped her. They lowered her from the ceiling. And her response to that was she released the isolated vocal track to say, "Here you go. That was really me singing." So it's just interesting. Like you said, it's all perspective.
Yeah, and I'm not. I refuse to get involved in it, but some of that
Yep.
is also production trickery of what was happening and how that worked, and I jumped off the ceiling. Yeah, okay. There.
So
Again,
listen,
I'm stopping right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's leave it there. For more listen to me, production trickery, check us out at ferrocity.com. Joe, thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you shortly.
You got it, cuz. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to today's show. We've got some really exciting online courses coming up on ferrocity.com. See for yourself the exclusive details at ferrocity.com and make sure you get on board for early notification of class openings, enrollment opportunities, and founding member benefits. Details at ferrocity.com.